What's up guys, and welcome back to On The Brick, where this is easily one of the coolest builds I've ever had. This is the Blackbird from Cobi, but before we get into that, I want to remind you that we have started the push to 10,000 subscribers, which means that you should hit that subscribe button right now because there's a bunch of cool videos and prizes on the way, including one that I am so excited about, but I can't say anything until we get to 7,000. Okay, one hint. Roger, but a lot. All the details are in the video in the upper right, but seriously, all you have to do is hit that subscribe button. Anyway, today I have the Cobi Blackbird. Now, it's only 183 pieces, but you wouldn't really know that with just how big it really is. Sure, this isn't huge, I have much larger sets, but it's still really decently sized for less than 200 pieces. You can probably tell that I had a hard time properly framing this. As some of you may know, I don't really show off military sets on my channel for a variety of different reasons, but this is definitely an exception to that. Not only was it used by NASA, so I can technically claim it to be a space thing, but overall it's just a very unique and very cool vehicle. At my local Air and Space Museum, we have one of these there, and it blows me away every time by just how big this thing really is in real life. So the question then is, does this representation from Cobi do an accurate job of portraying it in this building blocks form? Because for those of you who don't know, Cobi is their own independent non-LEGO company. All of their designs are their own, these are not stolen mocks or anything. But all of their builds use their own non-LEGO pieces. Overall, I think that this build is fairly okay. The final product in itself is great. The build process is extremely easy, but I think a large part of that comes from many of the pieces being fairly unique and fairly large. If I kept my outtakes, there would be like 15 from the following line. I personally believe that having these unique and large pieces simplifies what could otherwise be pretty intricate builds. Things like the wings and the tail fins are just large pieces. Now, this obviously isn't a downside for everybody or really at all, just keep in mind that you will not be challenged with this build. If you're looking for unique connections or anything, you're just not gonna have it here. Another example of this is even the canopy piece. Yeah, sure, this is actually about like 3 or 4 separate pieces, but some of those are, again, rather large and make up the bulk of it. But this area does actually show the biggest problem that I have with this set, which is really the only major issue that I have with this set. And that is all of the stickers, and there are a lot of them. The Cobi stickers, in my opinion, are not to the quality of LEGO. I mean, just look at the front one here. I had it slightly off, tried to fix it, and now it's kind of ruined forever. With LEGO stickers, you can definitely tell when they are stickers most of the time, but they don't stick out as much as like these side ones on the canopy here. The other major issue with these stickers, if we go to the fuselage, is that they actually go over multiple pieces. If you plan on keeping this forever and never taking it apart or anything, that's totally fine, I guess, but this is something that a lot of non-LEGO companies do, and I personally don't really like. I think it would just be easier to have 2 stickers, especially when the image being placed can be split into 2 separate stickers. If you've been around my channel for a while, you might remember that this is actually the 3rd Cobi set that I've ever shown off. I have built both their Titanic and an airplane that a friend sent me. And in the Titanic, I had the major issue of pieces not wanting to come apart, but here I actually had the exact opposite issue of pieces not really wanting to go together, like you can see here. While this build is in no way fragile, like even remotely, the pieces in this section just didn't really want to stay clamped down. On display it was barely noticeable, but you will notice it while building. It does have a single engine, which is pretty cool, but I also wanted to show off back here that there's not really any functionality with this. The engine doesn't move or anything, there's no flaps on the wings, like I said. These are all single pieces, so there is no movement. And by single engine, I of course meant two, because there are two wings. The plane does come with landing gear, one on the front, two in the back. All three landing gear builds are exactly the same like this one. And technically you are able to collapse it. I guess that would be the only functionality of this, but I always felt like it was a little too finicky to do, so I just kept it open. So to answer the question of, is this a good representation of the Blackbird, my final verdict would actually still be yes. While the build is extremely simple and does not challenge you in any way, and the stickers are not really my favorite, as I said, the final product, the way that it looks once it's all complete, is very much worthwhile, especially since you can get this for under $30. Currently, it's not really available on any of the Cobi sites, but you can easily find this on any Cobi reseller. Bluebricks probably still has it, or you can just get it off of Amazon like I did. Cobi still has a Concorde that I really want to build at some point, and if you want to see what I believe is the largest droid army on YouTube, then let's get to 7,000 subscribers so I can show that off. So if you liked what you saw, hit that like button down below, let me know your thoughts in the comments, and make sure you subscribe so we can reach those goals this year. Thank you all so much for watching. Let's get to 7,000.